can bring these two animals back to Vanaheim, or Midgard. Becky and Svanna could use the company. We have kennels.
I don't know. We feel pretty happy here. Alfheim is their home.
I suppose you're right. It just seems lonely out here.
It's peaceful. We have each other. It is enough.
Brothers, how did you manage to kill Garm anyway?
We killed him a few times, actually, but it didn't take. And I figured maybe the way to stop a soulless beast was to give it a soul. So I gave it the one I had on me.
I beg your pardon?
Fenrir, remember the light Father saw? The accidental magic I did when Fenrir died? That was part of Fenrir's soul going into my knife. Once I figured that out, I just put Fenrir into Gorm.
Clever one, lad! A gigantic hell beast with the soul of a loyal pup. What a brilliant! This mentions a spell that puts trolls to sleep, and a magic relic that acts as a sort of counter-spell.
A flower here.
A dawn bloom, maybe. Mimir, did you know Garm? Why was he locked up to begin with?
Ah, Hell's feral sentinel. Believe it or not, Midgard was once bigger. Until Gar, then just a wee pup, peckish.
He ate Midgard?
Only a few mountain ranges, and the 5th season that comes after winter but before spring. And the word for the feeling when you get so hungry, you stop being hungry.
You're messing with me.
I never.
The second key.
Sure enough. It's been a bit since we've unlocked a mysterious door. Excited, brother? Classic.
Father? There's something angry back there. Whoa! Is that a crate?
Oh!
Time to move! It's charging! Time to move!
Oh, this is a fine mess.
Father? There's something angry back there. Whoa! Is that a crate? Get back! Come back! Ouch! Still standing, yeah? Time to move! It's charging!
Oh, this is a fine mess.
Father? There's something angry back there. Is that a crate? Do where I come!
Can't decide whether to be impressed or horrified.
Either way, it is over now.
So, Mimir, how did they capture Garm in the first place?
That was Tyr's doing. He lured the beast somewhere safe and kept it distracted by lending his own arm to be gently chewed. Once the chains were on and the gate to Helheim was opened, Garm bit Tyr's arm clean off in retribution.
But Tyr's not missing an arm.
Well, it grew back, eventually. He is a very resourceful god, after all.
Something I'm not sure I quite understand. In the Ragnarok prophecy Odin knows, all the realms get destroyed, including Asgard. In the version Groa kept secret, Asgard still falls. Wouldn't Odin have tried to prevent it either way? What difference did her life really make?
I think of it this way. When it comes to subverting prophecy, knowledge is power. Without the full picture and context, the finer details can lead you to tragically incorrect interpretations. Back in my homeland, I was privy to the operations of a certain coven of heath witches who were keen on destabilizing the government. They picked an influential Thane, an otherwise loyal man, and fed him a story of his own ascension to king. They dressed it up in enough details they knew would come to pass, so when they did, the Thane took it as confirmation. Next thing you know, he's helping matters along. He murders his king, sleeping under his own roof. Murders many he once called friends, too, thinking them fated to oppose him. Then, for a finishing touch, the witches revisit this usurper. With just a few details structured ever so misleadingly, they convinced the fool he was invulnerable to all threats.
Physical. Magical.
Aye, but 'twas not so for him. All turned into a rather magnificent bloodbath as they go. The Thane ends up without his head and a name so cursed none dare. All thanks to a subtly deceptive prophecy.
You really gotta write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore, but thank you. Been nagging me ever since we found these two. I have a theory now. Perhaps our lovable resistance leader introduced me onto Alfheim a century ago.
More gifts for the Dark Elves? That makes sense.
The hill-place battle that grave will provide. Here,
thought. What if we took a stealthy approach to our next battle?
No.
So, Freyr taught the Dark Elves how to train Gulan to pull a sled?
More likely he showed them how they could be trained to pull a plough. He is the god of the harvest, after all. Seems they found new uses for the pups after Freyr left and their fields went fallow.
I guess sledding around is easier than flying during a sandstorm.
Sort of a harp. I can play beautifully, you know.
I do not. And would prefer it remain that way.
That's all of Freyr's tributes, I'd wager. Could fetch a hefty sum with our dwarven shopkeeps.
Mimir, if I met someone I liked, how would I know if they, liked me too?
Is there someone?
No. I was just curious. Actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Appreciate it.
Fire's actually a disinfectant, so these are very hygienic. Always a joy to work on these. Cool. Their deaths will be painless. Ish. That ought to hurt him. Something in mind? Whatever you need, I'll create. Need something? What can I make for you? Anything more to discuss? Let's see. I'll disinfect my tools. Heading off already?
So, lad, is Trude who you meant when you asked about biking?
Groot? No. I mean, I wasn't asking about anyone specific. And, well, Skilder likes Groot. But she's only interested in becoming a Valkyrie. She spoke it, you know?
Oh, very well, lad. Very well. Just hope... You know, if you ever need to review anything we've discussed...
I know. It's good. It's fun.
Meeting the Lady of the Forge really brought back some memories. I thought it was only in my homeland you'd see such things.
Mermaids who forge weapons.
Aye. I remember very fondly a lieutenant called Nimue. Very talented with a sword.
Look here.
I meant that literally. Shame on you. She made the best swords in all the Isles and had big dreams about what she'd do with them one day. I wonder what became of it. From under the cruel, dagger the cold, and bitter the frightful. Behind you! Look out! This is a fine mess. From under the cruel, dagger the cold, and bitter the frightful.
That looks like it hurt.
This is just big.
Come on, Kratos, off your... From under the cruel, dagger the cold, and bitter the frightful.